What's up, you beautiful Redditors? Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Welcome to the RNEWS morning show. And let's just jump into it. From r/politics, Rudy Giuliani faces questions after compromising scene in new Borat film. Dear QAnon people, come get ya boy. Giuliani is a true patriot. He knowingly subjected himself to illegal sexual behavior in order to infiltrate the deep state and expose the real liberal pedos. Anyways, here's Wonderwall. Not those pedophiles, liberal pedophiles, canon. He's not a communist satanical pedophile, canon cousin, sister. Q is a pedophile living in the Philippines. People dumb enough to fall for that conspiracy nonsense don't have a shot at investigating actual reality. That would make sense considering its 4chan origins. Any citations yet? Reply All did a really good episode investigating the actual origin story behind Q. The guy who formerly ran 8chan is their main source. She's 15, she's too old for you. Freaking brutal. He's more for girls in the 9/11 range. Lol. On Tuesday night, Mayor Rudy Giuliani foiled Sacha Cohen's attempted scam interview, ultimately ending in a stupefied Cohen. Rudy Giuliani's communications director, July 9, 2020. Twitter.com. Seems Rudy didn't know about the hidden cameras in the hotel room. He won a battle, lost a war, perhaps? If realizing after Cohen barges into a sham interview wearing a pink lace bikini counts as winning a battle, what the hell does losing one look like? You're watching the RNews show. From r/news, U.S. intelligence publicly accuses Iran and Russia of interfering in 2020 election. The messages appeared to target Democrats using data from digital databases known as voter files, some of which are commercially available. They told recipients the Proud Boys were in possession of all your information, and instructed voters to change their party registration and cast their ballots for Trump. Iran goes through all the work of obtaining the emails of Democrats but doesn't bother learning about registration deadlines. Silly. Just gotta chime in here and say, voter files are incredibly easy to obtain. Companies sell them without question to anyone who will pay. PDI and NGP are two common voter files and they cost about $500 minus $5,000 depending on turf size for something like this. Source: I am a Democrat campaign manager. People aren't even realizing this was all done to help Trump. Bazaar. The press conference tried to spin it that it was in favor of Biden. What a load of freaking crap. Obtaining the voter registration information of Americans. Isn't this mostly publicly available? Only in a few states including my own, Oklahoma. Apparently in PA too. Just got mailers from one of the parties that show out voting history for the past few years. Pretty fricked up if you ask me. They held a press conference to tell us something we already knew. You're watching the RNews show. From r/news, Rudy Giuliani faces questions after compromising scene in new Borat film, Borat Subsequent Moviefilm, The Guardian. How did he not recognize Borat? A large part of the premise of this film is that Borat himself is famous now. So Borat is disguising himself. So instead of just Sacha Baron Cohen playing Borat, this time it's Sacha Baron Cohen playing Borat playing other characters. A dude playing a dude, disguised as another dude. I don't drop character until I done the DVD commentary. Just listened to that commentary the other day and can confirm he held true to his word. How have I never thought to listen to this? www.youtube.com. You're welcome. If Borat can make Giuliani do this, imagine what KGB spies can make him do. Right, the scary thing is realizing how easy it's to get dirt on certain politicians. If I recall correctly, the KGB had a program to bring over US businessmen and other powerful people in the late 80s and basically entrap them. You already know where this story is going and more than likely Trump was one of the targeted people. www.politico.com. And it's just so weird how he won't say one bad thing about Putin, but bends over backwards to trash Putin's adversaries, including our own allies and intelligence agencies. I'm sure that's all smoke and no fire. Certain of it. You're watching the RNews show. From r/politics, tweeting at the TV doesn't fix things. Obama mocks Trump's record in rousing campaign speech. It's almost like he's trying to go Trump into a really massive meltdown. Good. This is gonna be fun. Totally derail Trump before tomorrow night. He will go into the debate in a massive sulk and just meltdown live. Joy Reid played a video of Trump walking to Marine One earlier today, and he was walking slowly, slouched over with a huge pout on his face. He looked totally low energy and defeated. Didn't stop to talk to reporters or his fans like he usually does. When he hears this verbal pummeling that Obama delivered, I think it's going to ruin him. I won't be surprised if he doesn't show for the debate tomorrow. That must be the Biden depression he keeps talking about. Trump's incomprehensible rambling tomorrow night about how, "I guess I'm just running against Obama," is going to be phenomenal. Well, he's not shut up about Obama in 4 years. It's been 12 years that he's been complaining about Obama, living rent-free inside Trump's head. Fake news. Trump doesn't allow black tenants. Twitter meltdown incoming. I can't wait. Nobody gets under Trump's skin like Obama. This is gonna be a gong show. He did inherit the longest job growth in American history. But like everything else he inherited, he messed it up. Obama is done holding back. You're watching the RNEWS show. From r/news. US ICE officers use torture to make Africans sign own deportation orders. If Biden is elected, he better do a huge Truth and Reconciliation Commission and trials, but I fear he won't. Don't forget the torture. But since Obama supported the FISA Amendments Act before his election, this outcome was obvious. Obama was a disappointment. Biden will also be a disappointment. But disappointment will be one hell of a relief after psychotic narcissist. And also, expectations were sky high for Obama. A ton of people projected their own beliefs onto him because he seemed transformative by virtue of being a black man. Voters are much more realistic about Biden. I expect him to fall short of my wildest hopes. I expect to be pushing his administration to be better. U.S. immigration officers allegedly tortured Cameroonian asylum seekers to force them to sign their own deportation orders, in what lawyers and activists describe as a brutal scramble to fly African migrants out of the country in the run-up to the elections. What the frick even is the logic here? How is this tied to the elections? www.weforum.org. You can see that from 2004 to 2016 the US took in more refugees than the rest of the world combined. In 2017, the number accepted fell by almost 75%. How many refugees are allowed in is definitely a political issue. Right-wing government tortures minorities in concentration camps. FTFY. You're watching the RNEWS show. From r/news. Pope Francis backs civil union laws for same-sex couples. I live in a very Catholic area of South Louisiana, and people around here refer to Pope Francis as that liberal Pope man face bombing. My nana for some reason always loved Pope Francis. We found out how much after she died, and we found a framed picture of him in her closet. I'm the weirdo in the family, so they asked if I wanted it, but I said no. I totally should have just kept it and put it in my closet, so when I die someone will find it again. Edit. Spelling OMG edit for all the upvotes. If Nana was alive she would say, and I quote, "For heaven's sake, Nana also loved frogs, maybe more than the Pope, because she had tons of frogs and only one Pope." Edit. OMG, so many PPL love Nana. Nana would love all of you. She constantly loved to watch those daytime real-life murder shows. And if you happened to read the back of her bathroom books, they were also about murder. Some guy from my childhood church, I'm Catholic, called me a heretic a number of months back for saying that gay people aren't some new phenomenon and predate Jesus walking the earth, and also that the Catholic Church has historically changed stances on various issues over its history. I knew I was right then, and that his assertion that I was a heretic was incorrect. Now it's fun being able to share this article with a full crap-eating grin. If God didn't want me going both ways, he shouldn't have made so many hot people. The Bible said Adam and Eve, so I did both. And that's where we're going to end today's show. But if you like what you saw, leave a like. And if you want to see more of the RNEWS show, hit that subscribe button. As always, this has been the RNEWS show, and I'll see you tomorrow.